There we go. There we go. Alright. Took a little bit of finagling. But we should be live. There we go. Alright. For anybody who's here before we get started, I'm gonna ping the Discord and then we'll get right into it. Where is my link? So no. All right, should be good. There we go. There we go. Nice. All right. A lot of setup stuff, but I should be good now. How's it going, everyone? Howdy, howdy. Nutcracker 365, how's it going? All right, so today we're gonna be doing one of our starter megas finally. So let's get us a picture of Lilucent. Where's Lilucent? Where's Lilucent? Hello, Quatraman. How's it going? Quatraman the 4th, I should say. Gray Seal Guy. Hello, hello. Where is... There's what I'm looking for. There it is, there it is, there it is. This is the Pokemon we're going to do a mega of today. Alright. And we got, oh my, we got a lot of people. We got Ditto, Gray Seal Guy, Nutcracker, Esper Blocks, Serious Slanot. I think that's what it is. Hello, 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 everyone. All right, so, whoop, don't want to rename that, just want to move it. Let's get started. I guess, no, give him Purple Fire. I think that's a good idea. I think for what I'm going for, that's actually not bad. So I'll explain my thought before I get into it. Also, how's my sound balancing? Everything good? Can you guys hear the music? Actually, no, you probably can't hear the music. Now you can probably hear the music. Can you hear the music? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I really hope the music can be heard. Let me actually, hold on. Let me just make sure real quick. Can you guys hear the music? Actually, probably not. Now you can probably hear the music. Can you hear the music? Yeah, it's a little quiet. Okay, I'm gonna... there we go. That's a little better. All right. Let me know if that's good. Sounds great. Cool. I will put it back to where it was then. All right. So here's my thought process, and I completely forgot to mention this when I originally did the starters, which was weird because this is one of my main thoughts. But somebody pointed out in the comments that they're all similar to the original Kanto starters. Like my grass one's a frog, my fire one's a lizard, my water one's a turtle. That's on purpose. Because I sort of knew that by the time I would finish the series, Gen 9 would be out, and therefore this would be like a Gen 10, Generation 10, like, hypothetical thing. And so I wanted the 10th generation to reference the first generation, if that makes any sense at all. So in the Megas is where I'm really planning to... make this super apparent. And so each of our megas is gonna be reminiscent of Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise respectively, and Lilucent obviously is gonna be inspired by Charizard in the fact that it's going to be like dragon-ish. But yeah, that's my thought. His eyes should look like fire. Okay. It's supposed to be like... Yes, it is. But chameleons are lizards, so I feel like I can get away with that. I feel like this one's the most original out of the three, but I can still do something. So the image that I have in my head for this is sort of a like, you know, like the Eastern, like the super Eastern dragons that are like, well, I'm really showing that I don't know anything about Dragon Ball Z. The dragon from Dragon Ball Z. That is the idea that I had for Lilucent. Sort of like that, if that makes sense. There we go. So it's going to be very, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. It's going to be like this. Supposed to be hidden, and oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Sort of like what I did with my Fuecoco prediction. If anybody remembers that video, that's sort of what I'm thinking about doing. A little bit, not entirely. But we'll see how it turns out. Maybe transparent scale. That could be a good idea, because Lilucent, its whole thing is it turns invisible, and I didn't really show that super well in the initial design, so I probably should do something to illustrate that I can do that. This arm's probably going to be hidden behind that thing, but that's okay. That's okay. There we go. Oh yeah, super long tail. So what have y'all been up to this week? Anything fun? I haven't been live with you in like 2 months, so you guys have probably been up to something. Ooh, head spikes as a crown. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Haha! Gray Seal guy. I know that Lilucent goes invisible because I'm an OG. Let's go! Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I wonder if this will look good. So, how is this gonna work? Might open the mouth. That might make the whole fire in the mouth thing easier to show. Nope, my life has no meaning. I feel that, dude. Oh, I feel that so much. Oh. How do I make this look like a crown? Because I like that idea. That's pretty good. Yeah, I really wanted to stream February. I was thinking about trying to stream that for anybody who watches Subjectively's videos, the what is the word I'm looking for? prototype's not the right word, but it's close enough. Like the prototype of his game came out. The early access is what I'm looking for, and I was thinking about giving that a shot on live, but I just did not have time, and I also didn't have any time to test if my computer could even handle live streaming that at the same time as running an emulator, because this computer's basically a potato, so that didn't end up happening, but it was a cool thought. Oh, good. Yes, the fan game demo. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't think about the word demo, but I guess not. So I don't know if I want to give this guy wings. I did a few sketches, but they're all without wings, and I don't think I'm going to, because one, he doesn't have wings, and two, Eastern dragons often don't. So I don't think I'm gonna do wings, but maybe I'll make like the fire mouth stuff wings. I don't know. Oh, snap, a live stream. Hell yeah, man. Oh, you've been making your own Fakemon region for last week. Nice. What's it based on? I love hearing about other people's regions. They're super, super cool. I've been watching oh, what's his name? Oh crap, I forget his name. I forget most people's name. He wears like a his like OC wears like a lab coat. He's bald. That's the Pokemon Fakemon YouTuber I've been watching a lot recently. Fakemon Forever, is that him? I think that's him. I've been watching him a lot. I really love his stuff. It's based on Ireland. That's cool. That's super cool. I feel like that would really mesh well with the having a lot of Galar, not crossover. I guess crossover. If that's where you're going with it, it could be super cool. All right, so that goes this way then. I've done my Mega Tormarine so far because I'm doing all the starters, but I haven't done Kafraga, which is funny because I'm doing it in the opposite order that I was going to do it in, but oh well. I had an idea for Tormarine that I just wanted to get done. And my recording software has been bunk recently, so I just didn't record part of it. I was kind of nervous about live streaming today because it's been awful, knock on wood. But yeah, I've been planning out my next region about 70% of the way there by now. Awesome. I've been planning out my next Fakemon project. I just finished editing the first episode of Legends Kyurem last night. My for those of you who don't know, my next season is going to be like a mini series where I make like a Legends Arceus style world, but in Unova instead of Sinnoh. And I've been thinking about that for a while, and I just finished editing the first episode early, and I'm super excited about it. So that's exciting. And there's going to be a sneak peek of it in the next video. But that's why I finished editing it so early, because I knew that I wanted to do that. So yeah, alright, that's a pretty good shape, I think. You get an Egypt Fakemon region. That's super cool. I was thinking about doing Egypt, but I have no plans, like concrete plans for an Egypt region. Like at all. Maybe, maybe I can do the wings this way. Not really wings, but sort of looking like wings. No, I didn't have as concrete of a plan as it probably should have going into this. So a lot of this is just like sketching out stuff that I think will be cool. And I don't know if we'll be able to finish it this stream. Because megas have tended to take me a long time. But we'll see. There we go, that's pretty nice. Mouth flames. Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. Like Mega Charizard. Yep. Currently make a... Oh, that's cool. Also for tips about designing Fakemon. Well, you're in the right place. I definitely do a lot of that. Phantom 003. Not sure I'm the most experienced one to go to for, but I'm flattered. I definitely don't put as much thought as I'd like to in there. I really really like to, well, I do put a lot of thought, but I don't put a lot of don't explain it well when I make the videos. I don't write very good scripts, I don't think. It doesn't help that they're like first draft scripts either, but finding time to rewrite scripts is very difficult. Alright, what am I looking for? I'm looking for brush size 6. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I'm probably not super absent, but I've felt super absent from the channel this year so far, just because I've been so busy, and I only got to do 3 videos each in February and January, which is at least one less than I try to do. So that wasn't super fun. But if all goes to plan, I'll be doing 5 in March, so I feel good about that. Alright, that looks wing-ish right there. Maybe I should do it up there. That's a little better. That looks like a wing. Hopefully that doesn't look too super confusing. That's a cool silhouette. Thank you. How do you stay motivated to see a whole region through? That's the thing. The first time I did a Pokemon region was Season 1, obviously, and that was a region that I called Coloniar, which was based on New England, because I'm from New England. And I wasn't patient enough. I kind of learned the hard way, because I got through, I think, like 17 episodes. I got to like the 7th gem, and I was new at digital art, so the drawings weren't perfect, and I didn't like that. So I was like, I'll finish this early and then do my next region, and I rushed the ending of it. I did like 1 hour-long episode, and it was just awful. It's still up there if you really dare to go see it, but ugh, I just hate that video. And so sort of remembering that whole thing gets me through it, but honestly, I have no idea how I get through it. It's just, you know, each video I try not to make incredibly taxing to make. I try to limit it to between 4 and 6 Pokemon. Recently, I haven't been, which has sort of been keeping a lot of stuff from coming out on the channel, but I had a very concrete plan for the end of the series, so I sort of jam-packed the last few episodes. But really the thing that keeps me doing it consistently enough to get it done is not overwhelming myself with each like set of Pokemon that I draw. Because it'll both make it a lot more rewarding if you do a video, or if you post it, or if you even just do it yourself. When they're finally done, you can just kind of sit back and look at what you've made. If you really like them, you know, it makes it a lot easier to keep going. Regular breaks are important too. I sometimes go a couple weeks without posting a Pokepaint video because I just work on other projects. And that sort of helps me refresh and really want to draw Pokemon. But it's not, I mean, I wouldn't say it's hard, but it's not the easiest thing in the world, staying committed to something. It's tough. Good question, though. It does look kind of small. I agree. I'm trying to fill out its detail. Hopefully it won't look super small in the end, but it does. I agree. Depth. Yeah, it hopefully will in the end. Spikes make drawing seem bigger. Yeah, true. Oh, good. Thank you, Gray Seal guy. That every time you see a new TheJonMachine video, it makes you really happy. That makes me feel so good. You're gonna give me a big head, dude. But that's every time I like post a video, I'm like, I hope this is gonna make someone's day. And that's honestly the most rewarding part about drawing this stuff and putting it up on YouTube, is that it does make some people's days, which is really cool. It's a good feeling. Definitely strokes my ego a bit, though. There we go. Maybe I can mirror this. Let's see if duplicating this. Ooh. Screw it up. Bear with me, I'm not erasing it. I have 2 layers of it. I just need this part. Bam. There we go. Let's see if this works. Yeah. A little bit of a cheat, but it works pretty well. It's a little higher than I want it to be. I want it to be relatively level. Maybe that'll look good. Hopefully. I gotta get regular Lilucent out of there. How do I'll put you down there for now. I don't know. It's not in a good place. I think shrinking the head is a good idea. I'll probably do that. I think convert this purple patch design into semi-hardened lava. Maybe that will read the red and orange, but I want to make black scales over it. Look like magma. That might be cool. Make the wings look bigger. Yeah, I should probably do that. Dude, if that's okay, you don't have to ask permission with me. I'd love to see your region made into videos. Gray Seal guy. I love watching all the Pokemon videos out there. Where does this connect to? I'm confused myself with my own line art. Well, it's not line art, it's a sketch, but you know what I mean. Oh, I gotta merge this down. Actually, I won't for now. Scratch that. That's gonna go for now. Okay. Now it should be good to merge with layer below. There we go. I don't know if that looks very good, but hopefully that looks even enough. I might go back and change it later, depending on how I feel about it. For me, you sure are better than subjectively. Oh my gosh, dude, you're really gonna give me a big head. Subjectively is the channel that really inspired me to do it. I started watching theirs, and I've made Pokepaint like a few months after their first video. And so hearing somebody say that I'm better than subjectively, that feels really good. Because I really love their videos. I sort of emulate them a little bit, but with my own flair. I mean, it's sort of hard not to, because it's a very samey structure for presenting these. It's all speed art, but it's good. I really hope so. I'm glad somebody thinks that. Are the legs gone? So there are, I've sort of sketched in the arms, but I don't know if I'm gonna do bottom legs. I might end up doing them. depending on, I might actually put them down here. I don't know how this will look. I have sort of something in my brain right now that I sort of just came up with. This might help it look a little bigger. I don't think that looks very good, but we'll see. Looks like a phoenix. Oh, good. It does kind of look like that. I'm glad you like it. What software do I use? I use Krita for my art, and I use OBS to record and stream. Krita I really like. It usually is pretty good for me. I know there's some people who don't like Krita, but it really works for my style. But OBS is rough sometimes. OBS kind of has a mind of its own. Every so often I go back and look at my OBS recording just to be like, you're still doing it, right? Usually it is, but sometimes it's just like, haha, nope, haven't been recording this whole time. Live streaming, it's a little easier to tell because I watch my own stream back to get the live chat because I don't have it pulled up on my computer. It's a very janky setup, but if my recording cuts out, I at least know when I'm streaming because I see it go boom. I'm like, oh, okay. Still annoying, but it happens. But when I'm just doing it on my own, I just won't know when it screws up. It doesn't do it a lot, but it's been doing it recently quite a bit. I think that's a good leg placement. I'm gonna just leave that sketchy for now, though. Yeah, I'm gonna start working on my Pokémon videos. Awesome, dude. Yeah, don't rush your setup though. I took whenever I start a new series to like really get everything in order, it takes at least a month for me to like really figure out what I want to do. Pokepaint's a little easier because I already have my setup, and so I can kind of I plan to smoothly transition from each season to the other. But something like History of the Future, that took me like 4 months to set up. So definitely don't rush your setup. Don't rush yourself to get things out. That's something that I learned pretty early on. Streamlabs is a lot better than OBS. Oh, interesting. I might try that out then. Because I like OBS. It gives a good picture and it gets the job done, but it's glitchy. It has issues. We'll say that. I inspired you to start a Pokemon series. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, yes. I'm so happy that that my videos inspire other people to do art, because that's sort of the whole point of it all. So I'm glad that you got that out of it. That's super. Makes me feel so good. There's a lot more where that came from. I have a ton of really exciting Pokemon stuff planned this year. The summer is mostly going to be Legends Kyurem, and then towards the end I'm going to start Season 3, which is going to be an entirely new like fan-made region, so that will hopefully be pretty exciting. I know I'm excited about it. I have like 17 videos planned pretty solidly out for the series, so up to like next year around this time. I have a pretty good idea of what I'm gonna do relatively far ahead. It doesn't. My plans don't always stay concrete, but I usually have a pretty concrete plan. Trying to make it through like a year of videos. Maybe I should rotate its head like that. Does that make it look any bigger? I think that looks a lot better. You'll have to let me know. Thank you. Hey, Mr. Gibster, what's up, dude? Yeah, this is the Fire Mega. Oh, good. I'm glad you're excited for Season 3. I'm super, super excited to get it out. I've been thinking about some of the Pokemon that are going to be in it for a really long time. And as it sort of gets closer, I'm super excited for that. It won't be until after Legends Kyurem, which is going to be all summer, but it's not super long away. That's like when's September? Or the first episode's going to be at the end of July, but I have sort of a scheduling thing in August that I can't, you know, maybe it'll change. I won't say too much, but yeah, it'll be a few months from now, but it won't be super long. We'll be here before you know it. I think that looks good. It looks bigger. Good. Awesome. Missouri, Iowa, Minnesota, Arkansas, Louisiana. Is that what your region? It's gonna be. All right, let's work on these hands. I think these hands could be. I'm gonna make them a little sharper than the original, just to get the whole dragon thing in there. Yeah. There we go. Cool. If you want to make it more Charizard, you should add the fire tail. Well, I sort of got a fire tail in here, like the ribbony fire. I might make it real fire though. We'll see. It depends on how it looks in the end. Let's get these knuckles in there. I don't want these just to be floating out there. Okay, that should be good for now. Doesn't look too bad. Well, this is actually turning out way better than I thought it was going to be. I'm usually a little more measured in my art when I live stream, so it usually turns out a little better. When I'm doing it on my own, I just kind of sketch things out a little too fast. But yeah, I try to. I guess it's the pressure of streaming makes me actually do good work. So that's good. So the concept for this Mega is sort of, so it's not really this Pokemon's trait being amplified, although a lot of the traits are amplified, but it's the traits of the trio are being amplified because the trio was made to resemble Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise, so they're all of the traits that are similar to the original trio are being amplified. So in this case, the Lucent's becoming a little more dragon-esque. The weaponry aspects of Tormarine I played up in its Mega because I finished drawing that a couple days ago. And Kefraga, which I haven't done yet, I plan to get that to do something with like a plant on its back like Venusaur has, like maybe get the plumage, I don't know, maybe make it bloom or something. I haven't fully came up with an idea for Kefraga, but it's definitely going to be bulkier. I'm sort of imagining a well, if Mega Swampert makes sense, the body type of that. We'll see how that works, though. That might take away too much from its uniqueness. I don't know if it will. We'll find out. We will definitely find out. Yeah. You miss Colonia, really? Well, actually, I plan to redo Colonia in the future. I rushed the end. I didn't get everything I wanted to do out, and I also want to go back with the experience that I have in drawing Pokemon, because I definitely prefer the Trapor region over Colonia. But it's not going to be anytime soon, but I do plan to eventually revisit it and sort of redo it a little bit. Because I know there are people that really like Colonia, which sort of, I guess, makes sense, because usually artists are heavily critical of their own work, and I'm very critical of Colonia. That's an understatement, but yeah, I'm glad you liked it. It's still gonna be a fire and ghost type, but it's gonna have similar aspects to Charizard. A sumo wrestler to get Venusaur's big body. Yeah, I think I might do something like that, like very oversized upper body to sort of mirror his or not mirror, but that's what I'm looking for. Be sort of opposite to his regular fighting style, which is like kickboxing. Or not kickboxing. Capoeira. That's what it was based on. I've also been working on the legendaries. It's going to come out in a few weeks. I have one of them almost done. I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out. I might give it another pass, though, because I want to be super happy with it. And I don't know if I am. But it's pretty cool looking, nonetheless. True. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing like some bluish purple flames like in this area. If that makes sense. But we'll see how that looks in the future. Purple fire sounds cool. Cool. I think it does as well. Oh, I hope I won't regret putting down all these spines. I probably will. I probably will. Because that's going to be a lot of line art. That's okay, though. This definitely looks a lot cooler than my Tourmaline, though. So I might have to redo Tourmaline. Well, we'll see. There we go. Good. Maybe bones would look cool. I probably would. I don't know where I would put them. I'm trying to make this head crest look more like a crown, like one of you suggested. Because I really like that idea. Because the head crest was actually something that I was mulling over what I was going to do with, because I didn't know how to really play it up. But that's why I stream. I had a very unsolid idea of what I was going to do with this, so I like having you guys to bounce ideas off of, or more accurately, just shovel ideas into my mouth. Like baby feed me good ideas. It's very easy when you guys are around to come up with a good design. There we go. That's better. That's better. Looks so cool. Thank you. They might. Sensed a dragon, and I've arrived. Good. Pint-sized kiwi. Good. Thank you, Small Beanie. Appreciate that. I am definitely pleased. That could be. This could be a little better. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So good. I don't know. There we go. I was considering doing a Mega Balagma, but I really struggled with coming up with something to do. One of my in the contest that I held, somebody submitted a Mega Balagma that looked really cool. And it was one of the ones that I was heavily considering doing, but I did so many of them. But I was for a while considering doing that one because somebody did a really cool Mega Balagma. But, what am I? 6. There we go. There we go. That's good. Where is mine? Okay, that's what I did for the patterns. So. I think this will make it look a little closer to base Lilucent is adding the spots. Hello there, Matthew Mingram. What's up, dude? Thank you, Alec. I appreciate that. What other Pokemon I think about giving Megas? So right now we're wrapping up Trapor. I'm just doing the starter Megas because I know people really wanted them, and I wanted to see them too. I'm not gonna lie. And then I'm doing the legendaries, and that's it because I'm starting Legends Kyurem soon. But I'll honestly probably bring back Megas for next season. I think I might, at some point whenever I'm around to making the gimmick, put it up to a vote for you guys, because I just went and did Megas this time, but I personally really like Megas, so I might bring them back for next season. So I will do more eventually. Maybe I'll even do some Troporian Megas in the future. Who knows? Who knows? What application do I use to draw? I use Krita. No, a lot of people don't like it, but I really like it. And then to record, I use OBS. Next season should be a new gimmick. I was thinking about that. I haven't decided what it's going to be, though. I could make my own gimmick, if that's what you mean. I just don't know what I would do. That might be something to come up with. A gimmick idea for a while. I made myself fusion of gimmicks. Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, original gimmicks are kind of hard to make. I've seen a lot of ones that are done really well, but I don't know if I would do them super well. We'll see. Because the only thing I can really think about is like fusions, and that's sort of done. One, it's done a lot. I don't think I would do very good, and it's a little un-Pokemon-ish. But that's, I don't know. It's neither here nor there. Wow, the sketch is coming along really quick. Actually, it's, what are we streaming for? 44 minutes, this is? 44 minutes, wow. It's coming together quick. That's good, though. Maybe we will get through everything today. Knock on wood. There we go. That looks better. Let's start recording now. Awesome, dude. That's super excited. I could do it and do a type swap. Ooh. That's sort of, That's actually a pretty good idea. Good thought, Ditto. That's all I can say to that. That kind of stopped me to think about it for a little bit. That could pan out. That's not good. I think that's too cluttered. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I see. Sharing another egg group, cool. Do I follow people? Yeah, I'm really bad at it though. I'm like never online. And like whenever I talked to some folks on the Discord today, and that was really nice to get to chat with some of you, but gosh, I do not do that as much as I want to. Because I'm just always doing something. Ugh, always doing something. Looks pretty good, actually. No, I think I like that. I think I like where that's going. Oh wow, you could do gimmick fusions like Gmax and Soft Fuse. Oh, that's cool. That's a good idea. Did when type swaps are a gimmick in season 3. There's that boy. True. They very well might be. That's a cool idea. It's a very cool idea. We shall see. Oop is yes, I want to continue watching. Thank you. I'm literally just playing YouTube lo-fi Pokemon mixes in the background. And every once in a while YouTube's like, hey, you still here? so yeah. I gotta unpause it sometimes. That was awfully quick though. Usually it doesn't pause for a while. 6. Yeah, I don't know if I like this leg. I like the placement. I don't know if I like how they turn out. Actually, let's shorten them. Let's shorten this foot. Let's put it up. Yeah, it's a little better. Okay, I like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. There we go. Oh wow, missed a lot more. Yeah, is he on like YouTube or something? I don't know if I'll be able to look back at this chat, but you like, yeah, send it through if I see it somewhere. Maybe like Instagram DMs are the best place to contact me. But yeah, I'd love to see what he's up to. I want to say, oh, Pokecat, awesome. Yeah, your drawings are super cool, dude. I'm glad to hear that you like the shout out, because I really like them. Yeah, Legends Kyurem. If it's Legends Kyurem, it could be something like fusing elements of fossils. Oh, that's cool. I don't know if I'm gonna do a gimmick for Legends Kyurem, because it's not gonna be a very long season. It's gonna be like a mini series. It's gonna be like a season 2.5, really. But it's gonna be like 10 episodes. It's only gonna be a few months. So I don't think I'm gonna do a gimmick for it. And also I don't think there was a gimmick in Legends Arceus. I'm trying to stay relatively grounded in the world of that game. Established. That's the word. I also usually don't talk much when I draw, so I will oftentimes just forget words that I'm trying to say to you guys. That's one thing about streaming that's really tough for me, is I gotta keep talking. Which is not super natural for me, especially when I don't have a script in front of me. Some of my videos are heavily scripted. I don't know if I like these wings or not. I think this part might be too small. I'm gonna get rid of this. And just... let's see. Number 6. I'll have to write that down. Hold on. This paper will definitely get lost. Alright, write that down. In that case, what is Season 3 going to be about? What is the region based on? It's going to be based on Florida. And I have the gyms mapped out in my head. I have like 50 Pokemon ideas so far. So I'm excited about that. True, that is a gimmick that I didn't really think about. But that's sort of hard to make art for, if you know what I mean. But I'll probably make a mention about it in, well, I guess not episode 1 because I finished that one yesterday. But oh, good. Nutcracker 365. I will hopefully be able. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Do I want to make this one larger? I don't know if I do. Trying to balance out these wings without making them perfectly identical is a bit tough. I hope that I'm able to get this the way I want to. Here's an idea. Ooh, got our first auto-saving. So that's like an hour in. Wow. It's pretty good. Cool. I'm glad to hear. What's that on YouTube? Is that where that is? I'll look at that. Came up with another fused gimmick. Titan evolution that acts like a 4th evolution of Pokemon line that basically turns Pokemon into a legendary. That's cool. Would last 3 turns. Totally awesome. Groovy, man. Thank you, Steven. This design is awesome. Thanks, Alex. Alright. It is auto-saved. I don't know if I'm gonna do line art yet, though. Let's see if I can... I'm trying to make the wings bigger without making the base wings bigger, which sounds stupid, saying it out loud. But hopefully this will work. Let's shrink him down a little bit so I can have all the space that I need. I don't know if that's good. Okay, maybe this will work. Maybe that looks good. I don't know. Can you not? I don't know if you can on YouTube. Yeah, that's a cool idea. Type reverse gimmick. Charizard becomes water ground instead of water. Oh, fire flying. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, Monster Asylum. I'm glad you thought so. I didn't know if I really did it justice, but I'm glad you like it because that's a very, very cool design. I actually saw, I didn't realize it at first what it was, but I saw a video a few days ago with a fishing spider, and it made me think of that design that you submitted. But I think Olivia and I were just like watching TikToks, and I saw it, and I was like, "Ooh, this thing's pretty creepy." Yeah, they're definitely pretty crazy looking. I don't know if that's a good look. Let's try this out. Can you buy some art? I've been thinking about opening an Etsy page for some things if people are interested. I just don't know how gauged the interest would be. I had one like 1 billion years ago that I closed down because I don't really like using Etsy that much. But I might consider reopening it at some point. So being his brother, I'm a huge fan. Cool, awesome. I'm glad to hear it. And more skeleton. Oh, cool. Idea gimmick. Primalize, which is a mix between Mega Evolution and Paradox Pokemon. That's cool. That's definitely a thought. Alright, here's my last idea of how to make these bigger, and if that doesn't work out, then too bad for me. Let's move these down. That looks pretty good, I think. How big is this compared to that? Is that properly sized? Okay, that's good. I'm gonna have to redo this a little bit though. I like things like that. Oh, good. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want to make it too tall. That's my only thought. But I do agree with you. I think it needs another... Ugh. This is kind of getting tough. Or maybe it needs some down here. Something like that. It's definitely a thought. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna... No, I do like that. I changed my mind. Duplicating again. Bear with me again, not erasing, just duplicating this. Bam. Okay. Cool. Merge this down. Merge the layer below, and let's see how this looks properly. Properly sized. I think that's a good look. Alright. I think that's what we're going for our Mega, which honestly, I think I gotta I think I gotta redo Mega Tormarine. This is a lot cooler than Mega Tormarine. I'm done making a video that has too little on my channel. Oh, cool! Wow, that's quick, dude. You're quick. Fire is an actual dragon. Oh. Yeah, it does seem like a good idea. Alrighty, well, time to work on the line art. Alright, where's the brush I'm looking for? That's you right there. Basic 2 at 3. Oh, oops. 3. There we go. Wrong layer. There we go. Sorry, size. Could you try putting another flame action at the wedge of the wings first? Till you did see something that would be placed there. Quite empty. Where on the top? I don't know if I'm gonna do it on the top because that would make it a little too tall. Because I think bringing it down made it feel less empty, but I did feel the same way. Less cluttered than lineup. Yeah, hopefully it will be. 3 regions. Whoa, 3 regions at a time. That's crazy. I have 151 in Africa and Australia region. Cool, dude. That's super cool. Alright. Let's try to make this work. I might go with a little smaller brush than that. 2.5. Is this going to be too small? Yeah. Doing Pokemon like this that are pretty big, it's tough to get the brush sizes right. Oh, I see. Really enjoying the stream. Good. I'm glad. I'm enjoying it as well. I love streaming, but getting time to do it is such a difficult thing to do. If you know what I mean. It's so tough, but I love doing it. Might make that a little more subtle. Here we go. What, like a skull? Because it's a ghost type. That's a good idea. Really? I like subjectively starters. I'm not a fan of the water one per se, but I really like oh gosh, what are the names of them? The grass scale space marine and the Quetzalcoatl one. I like Bathygigas is the name of that one. I like Bathygigas too, but the fact that it doesn't have legs weirds me out a bit for starters. I guess Primarina didn't have legs too, though, so guess it's not super important. Glad you think so, though. Definitely flatters me. I don't agree, but I think subjectively he's way better than I am. I think he's very skilled at what he does. I mean, he is a professional artist, so, and I'm just a guy. But I'm glad you think so. Definitely feels good. Yeah, I sort of get what you mean. I feel like he had a very specific idea in mind for them, and it took away from the starterishness of them. But I think they work, especially the grass one. I think the grass one really works as a starter. He puts a lot more. Well, he communicates his thoughts about them a lot better, which makes me really like them. But yeah, I'm a pretty big Mazo region fan. Yeah. All right, that's a good shape. Really? Well, I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you think so, because that makes me really happy. Because I sort of looked up to his art. Well, I still look up to his art. I watched his last video, the like one where he did the Ekans form, and I really liked that one. It sort of, well, speaking of inspiration, it inspired me to do more. Let's use this thing to get a perfect circle, because I'm going the easy route. There's no easy route in that, though. That's sort of that's a joke. Alright, that should be a little better. There we go. There we go. They're based in Oregon. Orest and the two concepts. Oh, cool. Ooh! A post-apocalypse reason would be really cool. That feels like a bodyguard more than a friend. True. Yeah, I think organic fusions would be cool. Two pair terrestrial G-Max. Yeah, that would be cool. Around him, longer stars feel like I would be fighting with them rather than them fighting for me. Yeah, so I think that's less, and this is, of course, my opinion. I think that's less of a problem with his designs and more of a problem with modern Pokemon designs. Obviously not true for all of them, but I think the fact that a lot of them are very... And I'm not going to be able to say this word, am I? Anthropomorphization. There we go. Like, is it a bad thing in Pokemon designs? But it definitely takes away from the whole, like, this is a creature fighting with you thing. In my opinion. And, I try to make... Well, no, obviously not all my Pokemon. I do humanoid Pokemon, but, at least the starters, I generally... Well, except for Kefraga, which is very humanoid, but I generally try to stray away from the humanoid thing. I think I'm gonna do the wings in like a red. Not the whole wings being red, but like I'm gonna do the wing outline in red. So I'm gonna hold off on doing the wings for now. Origin is based off of America Black and White 3, if you will. Oh, cool. My region is based off Argentina. I'm here again. Hello, the Pancake Wizard. Yeah. Is this line art big enough? I feel like this line art's big enough. Okay. There we go. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that's a good look. Haxorus and Garchomp fusion. Oh my gosh, that would be super cool. They are really cool. You can make the frog less human. I don't know how. Spell its name. Oh, Kefraga. Yeah. Well, that's what I was sort of gonna do for the Mega. It's gonna be very Swampert-esque, if that makes sense. If you look at Swampert's Mega Evolution, That's sort of what I think I'm going to be going for. Obviously not the Swampert parallel, more of a Venusaur parallel, but to get the bulky upper bodiness of Venusaur, I'm going to try to emulate Swampert. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's my plan. There we go. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, thank you. Glad you think so. Almost working on a second region based on Madagascar. That's cool. Fire and Psychic type Chameleon. Awesome, dude. That's awesome. Yeah. I've been watching The Last of Us on HBO. I'm a huge Last of Us fan. Whew. I'm a huge Last of Us fan, and I was a little nervous when they said they were going to make it into a TV show, but I love Pedro Pascal, and I think his Joel's really good for anybody who's watched The Last of Us, but love the game, and I really love the TV show so far. I'm only on episode 5. But so far, they're doing an incredible job. So, thought I'd put that out there. Love that game. Such a good story. How about fusing? Oh, that's cool. Called Metas. Ah, cool. That's a cool idea. Let's see. There we go. Ooh, ouch. Yeah, that's another thing my computer does. That's, you obviously didn't see that, but when I press the negative key to zoom out, sometimes if I press it with my finger, it will just zap me. Like, that's not a good thing, but it happens. So, like, ugh, and it will always catch me off guard. I don't know, it's probably because my hands are sweaty, but like, do not like that my computer just shocks me. So, but yeah, it does that. That's a probably neat fact that you didn't need to know, but you know it now. Oh, gosh. There we go. Let's check up on my recording. How's everything running? Surprisingly well. Knock on wood. But, yeah. Surprisingly well. That's weird though. I wonder if that's just a YouTube thing. Oh well. There we go. These hands aren't super reminiscent of base form Lilucent, but that's alright. They can be clawed. That's okay. John, what do you think you're gonna do for the color scheme? You might add blank bars if you do it. True, I might do it. What do I think about doing for the color scheme? It's a good question. It's gonna be very similar to regular Lilucent, like that guy. But I'm gonna put a little more purple in there, I think. I might do that white skull thing that Gipster was talking about for the head. Depending on how it looks. It might be a little too cluttered because this bit right here that I'm sort of squiggling over, that's gonna be like tannish. So I don't know if that'll make it muddy, but we'll see. I guess they're not a gimmick, that's true, they're a group. Purple fire body. Yeah, that's about it. X. Yellow crown. I'm already doing 3, but I have multiple ideas for regions that are a prehistoric one, a D&D one, whoa, and an African-Egyptian region. I was thinking about doing an African-Egyptian region for a while. Still might do it like super far in the future if I'm still doing this in like the freaking like 2030s. Because I have a ton of ideas for regions, but I had an idea of a region that would be sort of long, like tall, if you know what I mean, like Galar is. And the region would be based on, instead of country, the Nile River. And your journey would basically go down the Pokemon world's equivalent of the Nile River. And like, or I guess up was my original thought, because the Elite Four was going to be where the pyramids are. But that was my idea for an Egypt region. The idea hasn't gone any further than that, though, but that's a thought that I've been thinking about. That might be season... What am I at for ideas now? 5? I don't know. I got shocked again. Jeez. Oh boy. No crown would look dope, I agree. I don't know if I have it separated enough from the head, though. It does sound pretty cool, though. There we go. Yeah, nice. Awesome. Alright, Z-Max moves, that's cool. Hardest fusion idea. My Egypt region would have had the Elite Four near the Mediterranean Sea. That's cool. Wear gloves. I probably should. I have a drawing glove somewhere, but I'm not using it. I don't know where it went. Is it here? No. Yeah, I don't know where my drawing glove went. I used to wear it all the time, but I ended up not really needing to, because my Wacom tablet isn't sensitive enough to pick up my fingers. Sometimes it's sensitive enough to pick up my fingers, like midsummer when it's really humid out and I'm just like sweating my ass off, then it will then it'll pick up my fingers for some reason. But usually I can get away with it. I love this Pokemon song. I think this is what, Mount Pyre? Is that what this is? Or Mount Chimney, maybe? Every time I have an excuse to use it in a Pokepaint video, like if I'm doing a fire Pokemon or something, I will totally use it. Love that song. All the Hoenn songs are bangers. All the Pokemon songs are bangers. When I think about it, there's not a single bad one. Zekrom's Wrath. That's a cool name, dude. That's a super cool name. Oh, didn't shock me that time. Where would this connect to? This would be a little higher than the sketches over here. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I've had like a throat thing going on recently, but makes my voice sound really cool. That's not good. OBS just disconnected. Okay, that's not good. Is uh-oh. It froze. Cool. Alright. I thought that we were gonna have issues here. Oh gosh, I think it's having problems again. It's alright, Gibster. Oh, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers can experience... Okay. Why is that? There we go. Okay, should be good. Alright, there we go. Your video's already up? Yeah, I'll watch it when I'm done with the stream. I'm super excited. Usually I listen to... Well, I listen to a lot of things when I draw, but a lot of times I will listen to like other Pokemon stuff while I stream. I usually don't listen to Pokemon Lo-Fi, but it's relatively copyright safe depending on which one you use. Sometimes it's not. But yeah. That's true. Yeah, of course. Yeah. There we go. A Nile River croc named Nile Dial. That's cool, dude. We're just talking about stealing. There's no stealing here. Come on. That's a pretty... Everybody can use these ideas. There we go. That's a good, hopefully a good footlook. Yeah. Yeah. My foot's a little janky, but that's okay. Hopefully that's alright. That's true. There isn't a single piece of original art. Everything is inspiration. The only stealing is tracing. I mean, if you think about it, that way, I stole my original starter from Subjectively. My first ever starter I made was a grass snail. Oh, well, that's good. That's better. Yeah, I usually listen to other Pokemon artists. A lot of times I'll just watch them on my phone because I can actually like look back and forth. But yeah, I watch most of YouTube on my phone, to be honest. I rarely watch YouTube on the computer. Yeah. Yeah. Whew. I think I'm hungry. I feel sick all of a sudden. Usually it doesn't happen that way. I mean, I haven't eaten since 6 o'clock last night. Maybe that's why. That might make sense, actually. You're on your phone now. Yep, that's how I watch most of my entertainment. I usually don't watch things on computer. I rarely ever watch things on my TV. The only thing I do on my TV is I was playing Minecraft with my fiance. That's about all I use the TV for. Is romantic Minecraft. What do you mean? There's plenty of room. 2.5. There we go. No monkeys in Greece? I guess so, but there's also no monkeys in Spain. They made monkeys for Paul Dini. Just a thought. There's also no monkeys in New York. There's 3. In black and white. That's a little weird, right? I think that's bizarre. Although I liked the monkey trio. I'm just going to put that out there. I know a lot of people don't like the monkey trio, but it's just me. Alright. This is going very smoothly. You know, I think I might start using this too. Ow! Shocked myself again. True. I mean, it definitely helps make it feel more fleshed out. But I mean, I put a cockatoo in the British Virgin Islands. They're like half a world away, so I'm definitely not very strict with what I do and do not add to a Pokemon region. Nice, there we go. Nice, nice. Oh, I love it when my line art actually turns out to be semi-acceptable. Other times I don't feel very confident about my line art, but today I'm feeling pretty good about it. Alright. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Except for Legendary, that's cool. I agree that Dunsparce should have never evolved, but I do like that they made it into a joke. Because people were really wanting it for a long time, and I think it's really, really funny what they did. But I agree, Dunsparce is dumb, but I think it's dumb on purpose. I like Dunsparce though, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of glad they did it. I think it's very funny. I like joke Pokemon whenever they put them in. And a lot of people don't, but I think joke Pokemon they liven up the decks, you know? You can't always have Rayquazas and Blastoises running around. Every once in a while you gotta have a funny little monkey that shoots finger out of his paint. Shoots fingers out of his paint. Yep, shoots paint out of his fingers. Or a Dunsparce that's just longer. You know? So, yeah. Although now that I think about it, there are also a lot of people who just don't like the new generations because they're new. Like, I remember when Black and White came out when I was like 11 or something. I loved the Black and White Pokemon. I thought it was super cool that you could only use new Pokemon, but a ton of people were really ticked off about it. And now, watching a lot of videos, people are like, oh my god, Black and White is perfect. It's like, yeah. Thoughts change over time, right? That's a funny thought. Let's put a new logo. Oh, cool. New Pokemon are cool. I always want to make some, but I have no ideas. Yeah. Did I make any joke Pokemon for this region? I don't know if I did. Definitely like them, though. What drawing software do I use? I use Krita. And to record, I use OBS. But I wouldn't recommend OBS. If you can find anything better, I'd use something else. Because OBS has problems. But right now it's good. Knock on wood. Because oftentimes it's not. Speaking of, how long have we been on stream? An hour and 31 minutes. Okay. I think I can finish this in another hour. Hopefully. There we go. There we go. That's better. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing all of these spines. Yep, I knew I would regret making all of these spines. But I'm sticking to it. I committed. I committed to the spines. Hey Zach, what's up, brother? There ain't no such thing as late here, dude. I mean, one, because it's a chill stream, but also these things are archived. You can just go back and watch it if you want. Like, there ain't no rush. Alright. That's all of the... Yes, that's all of that. Okay, it is red paintbrush time. Oh, I'm already on red. Perfect. Alright. Let's see how this looks. Shiny's gonna be... Yeah, I won't worry about that. I want to make a Mega because I think it would be cool. Do it, man. I think it would be cool as well. Well, I think they're above. Yeah, that's much better. There we go. Yeah, okay, good. Just woken up. Nice, dude. I mean, where I am, it's 1:40, but where you are, it's probably not 1:40. That's one thing that I think is really cool about doing YouTube is there's a ton of people from like all around the world watching. Like there was a guy that was from the Philippines watching a while ago, I think. And that was just super cool, because he was like, it's 8 in the morning here, and it was like 8 at night where I was or something. That was just, I think that's really neat. Wiglet is epic. Yeah, I really like Wiglet. Well, Trio's pretty good. Definitely not my favorite, but I definitely don't dislike it. It's like, I really like the colors and the way it's set up, but it's a little boring. I need to go a little wider with that one. Oh yeah, I gotta move this out a little more. Live near Washington, D.C. Oh, cool. That's like 10 hours from where I live, I think. I used to drive down to D.C. a lot with my grandmother. I love that area. It's very pretty in the spring. D.C.'s a cool place. I love the museums there. The Air and Space Museum is awesome. Awesome. 141. Yeah, it's 141 where I am. 1241 for you. 1742. Wow, that's military time or regular time, depending on the country that you're in, which goes to, what's 17? That's 542. Is that what it is? Yeah, I'm a dumb American and I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how to do math, I guess. There we go. Nice. You're in Ireland. Cool, dude. I've always wanted to visit Ireland. I'm visiting Iceland this summer with my family, which is cool because my family's from Iceland, and I've never been. So that'll be super fun. So I'm excited to do that because I've also never been to Europe. I've been out of the U.S. and technically do another continent because Caribbean's on a different continental shelf, but I haven't really been super far out of the Americas, like, at all. So it'll be really cool to go someplace new. So yeah. New England. Let's go. That's where I am. New England. Good for me. Great. Mm-hmm. You know, the delay tool really helps for this, like, fire pattern, because it makes it really easy to, like, smoothly make the the dips in the fire. That's pretty fun because a lot of times the delay tool can be kind of touchy. It can do things that you don't really want it to do, but for fire it works really well, or at least the way that I do fire, because this is a very stylized way. A lot of people don't do fire this way for good reason. It can look janky if you don't do it right, and even if you do it right, it can look a little weird. But I think it's close enough to what Pokemon does where I can get away with it. Alright, there we go. Good, that's one wing done. Is that all of the flames? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Time for the other. And then I can color it, and then we shade it, and then we highlight, and then we're done. Haha. Hope I have fun in Iceland. I do too. I think we're staying for like 5 days, so it won't be a super long trip, but we have like an itinerary of stuff planned out. So I'm super excited about it. Because I'm also sort of obsessed with Iceland, because I like family heritage stuff, and I've looked at a bunch of like family trees and some pretty cool history with the country. So it'll be neat to, because I think we're landing in Reykjavik, their big city. And so it'll be cool to know what Reykjavik looks like, because I've heard a lot about Reykjavik. I'm making a 5 Viperous Lizard Pokemon now. Cool. There we go. Yeah, I'm liking that. But great genius move. I think that was a couple people actually, now that I think about it. But either way, great move. And there we go. I was planning on doing this stream like for a while, but I just didn't post it, and like this morning I woke up and realized I didn't announce it. So I'm glad as many people made it as they did, because I have a tendency to just not announce these things when I probably should. Because like I have like a whole schedule thing like typed down on my phone for like videos that I want to make and when I want to do them, but every so often I realize, oh yeah, other people don't see that. Like I have to tell people when I post things. So yeah, I do it a little backwards sometimes, but fighting poison type, that's cool. Have I tried fermented shark? I haven't, but I know that that's a thing that they eat over there. I tried skyr, which is their version of yogurt, like a few weeks ago, because I found some, and well, it tastes like yogurt. It's pretty good. And it probably was just yogurt. It's probably like heavily Americanized skyr, because it was like a Walmart. But dude, slapped like a Viking longboat on on some packaging with like some runes, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. Like you know, like there's this thing, I forget what it's called, but companies will like target a certain group of people and try to make products be like for like a specific group of people, even though they don't have to be. Like shampoos will be like for men, for women, and when it's really like they're for anybody who wants it on the gender spectrum or not. But like, you know what I'm talking about, how they'll have that like pointed advertisement that really doesn't need to be. I will fall for that if you put Viking runes on it. It's pretty good. There we go. Sort of unrelated, but the water dragon studio needs to Sivo in Iceland. Is a full cooked sheep's head. That's cool. I don't know if I like that, but it'll be pretty cool. One time I was in Alaska with my dad, and we were fishing, and we pulled out a salmon, I think, and I was really obsessed with Man vs. Wild. If anybody watches that show, or watched it, I don't think it's still running, but I loved it as a like a preteen. And he would always say the eye is the best part of the fish. And I tried the eye, and it was really gross. It was kind of hard. I didn't expect it to be like gritty. It was like it felt like there was sand in it. Like it was like a hard jello texture with like a marble in the middle that was sandy. It was so weird. But I can officially say, yeah, the eyes are not the best part of the fish. No matter how much Bear Grylls will tell you that, it's not the best part. So, that's one time I tried something new. Targeted marketing, yeah, that's probably the term. But I think there was another term that was used that I heard about a while ago. It's probably some bogus term. People like to make up categorizations for things that don't need to be categorized. But that's sort of human nature. All right, hopefully that looks good. All right, how's everything filled in? Everything connects. Everything good. Good. Cool. All right, it's color time. Let's color this bad Larry. Start with the reds. You're back. Oh, good. Howdy. I'm gonna start with just the base coat red because that's most of the design anyways. I don't know. I think I've changed my mind about the skull thing. I don't know if I'm gonna do the skull or the crown. I'll start out with it red, and if I want to change it later, I'll change it. But yeah. Whoop. It's too big. That's better. There we go. Oh, I think it was called like identity marketing. I think that's what it was called. But it's like when you don't market a product, you market something that somebody of a specific identity would want or should want is how they do it. And it like makes people more likely to buy because they like identify with something. That's what I was talking about. But I don't know if that's the right term. It's just time for. Oh, I should. Yeah, there we go. Toxic Toad. Talking to me and black guys. I see. Purple Fire-like. Mega Transit X also helps identify the type. True. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to redo my Mega Torment, I think. I don't think it holds a candle to this. This is cool. I'll say that much. I definitely like this one a lot more. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I'm just playing it down in my mind. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I say, I need to redo this, and then I look and I'm like, no, that's fine. I do that a little too much to myself. From a shock. Don't make the head wet like a skull. I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I was thinking about it initially, but I don't know if that'll look good. It might be a little too cluttered because the bottom of the head's gonna be white. But I might do it. We'll see. There we go. That should be good. It's closed in. There we go. Cool. Yeah, it looks good, I think. Let's get out all the lines on the edge. This is an epic beast. Hey Oliver, what's up, dude? This is the Mega Evolution for my Fire Starter Lilucent, and it's supposed to be reminiscent of Charizard, because all the starters were made to resemble the like how you might prompt the original starters, like a grass frog, a water turtle, and a fire lizard. So that's what I'm doing. I'm glad you describe it as an epic beast, because that's what I'm going for. That's good. It's definitely, I mean, I've only drawn Tormarine and I haven't yet drawn Kefraga, but it's definitely the coolest in my opinion that I've done. So I might have to rework the other two to get the one this level, but I don't know. Maybe not. There we go. I did a starter poll a while ago. I forget who won. I think it was... I forget who won. But it was a lot more even than I expected it to be. I expected a lot more to be on... Well, I don't know where I expected it to be, but I didn't expect it to be so even. It was like 40%, 20%, 30% or something like that. I don't know if that even adds up. But my starter poll was very even. So that's cool. Finished auto-saving. Okay, you just saved like 3 times in a minute. We done? We done, Krita? Okay, thank you. Krita has its days too. It's not just OPS that has issues. Oh, this is still Pokemon Lo-Fi. Okay, cool. There we go. My other fear about giving it the skull pattern is I think it'll look good, but I feel like the color palette will be too far off from original Lilucent. That's another thought I had. I'll give it a shot, though. Charizard's Mega is more designed as 2 forms like the other day. Yeah. Mega feels natural, powerful, and fun. I don't know how you do it. Well, thank you. I don't know either. I have no idea. I try though. It definitely takes a little bit of getting used to, specifically the Pokemon style. But like I'm sure you could tell if you go back and watch the original Pokepaints, like the first few, is that like not only did I not know how to draw Pokemon, I didn't know how to draw in digital art. Like it was the first Pokepaint video, was the first time I ever picked up a stylus. I was a solely traditional dude, and yeah, it was a learning curve. But yeah, my first few Pokemon were rough, I will say that much. They weren't great. It's just an strong baby version of itself, but higher base stats. That's cool. Sounds like inverse of my wild evolution. That's cool. I done it again. Thank you. Remember the first paints? Oh yeah. First paints are rough, but after about a year, I felt relatively comfortable enough to do stuff. After 2 years, I was like pretty confident in my skills. The 2-year mark would be like last summer. I started feeling really good about my Pokemon designs. First few are kind of rough. Like Osirate and Fantaguar aren't my favorites, and the middle form of Chuara and Faminabra, I forget what I called it, but not my favorite. I just think it was a bit under-designed, and trying to redesign it was hard because there wasn't a lot of thought behind it. But going forward, I really like a lot of my Pokemon designs. That's a good look. I like that. Yeah, shrinking the head, good idea. Definitely was a good idea. All my Pokemon look natural and powerful. Thank you. It's just a glorified firecracker. Yeah, he's like a firework. It reminds me of that scene in Lord of the Rings, if anybody watched that, where Merry and Pippin set off the firework and it's a dragon. That's a cool scene. I just watched those movies recently, like a couple of months ago, with my fiance and her brother for the first time, and good movies. Love those movies. Oh, that's not supposed to be red. That's supposed to be tan, so that's gonna be red. To an example, Incineroar would have become roided out Litten. True. That's cool. I think that's a pretty funny idea. I like it. That's good. It does. You should replace the underside with bone white. Maybe. What's up, brother? I need an idea for a new Pokemon in my region. Okay. Jog my memory. Is yours the Ireland one, or the shoot, what were the states, like Montana, something like that? New Pokemon idea. One idea that didn't make it into my region was actually going to be an idea based on one of my pets. I have an Indian ringneck named Henry. I was going to do like an Indian ringneck Pokemon, because those birds are cool because they are sexually dimorphic, which means they look different depending on their sex. And the males have these dark black rings around their neck and the females don't. And I was going to do something like that where the male one would have that ring, but it would also be like in a traditional like tux dress thing, and the female would have had like a light ring with like a traditional ball gown. I was gonna go down like the I guess the gender stereotypes routes, but do it in like a nice way. But I didn't end up doing that, so that's a Pokemon idea, because I don't know how I'm gonna do that in the future. But I also had too many parrots, so I decided not to do that. But yeah. Super Rat, super cool. Thank you. Fire Dragon, cool. And Frost Pokemon from a region based on Puerto Rico. Please give some ideas. Well, I'll tell you what my idea was originally, because I was gonna do fossils, but I didn't end up doing them. Originally, since I knew my region was going to be a tropical region, I wasn't confident that I could do ice types well. So my idea was that deep in a cavern you would find like ice fossils, like frozen in ice, and you would like thaw them out into Pokemon, like fossil Pokemon. They were fossil Pokemon, and one was they were going to be based on Ice Age creatures. One was a mammoth with ice tusks, and one was a saber-toothed cat with ice tusks. Not super original, but that's an idea for fossil Pokemon. Might do something similar in the future, but I don't know what my fossil mons for Season 3 are going to be yet. I know there's going to be fossil mons in it, though. I have like a video blocked out for specifically fossils relatively early on. So yeah. Alright. Once I get in this red, it's going to be a lot easier to get in the other colors, but first color is always the the roughest. A small spot, shading. Where's the spot? Where's the spot that I missed? I'm sure I'll see it soon. Oh, there it is. That's one. Mm-hmm. Hold on. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Oh, you're back. Good. Good to see you. Good. Daily reminder. True. I need a daily reminder. If you like the bone idea, you should make the underside bone white. Yeah, I was thinking about that. It's pretty close to the original. What is it, like a tan? Yeah, that probably wouldn't be super far off. That's probably a cool idea. You're still here? Good. What you drawing? There we go, that's better. Getting all this right in there. You know, that's another weird thing about Krita is it presents colors in a weird way, where sometimes it'll look different than the original. I don't know if that makes sense, but like a lot of times, like the reds and the blues will be hued differently than they appear when you like send them to a different device. I think that's just differences in devices, but Krita specifically does it a lot. It's not reds and blues; it's reds and greens or yellows. Yeah, something like that. Might also just be a difference in my computer. Those ideas were awesome. Cool. Thank you. Not gaming too, maybe. Shark fossil, like Megalodon, or the buzzsaw shark. That's cool. That'd definitely be cool. Megalodon would make a really cool, like, third fossil. Like, you know how... Was it just Gen 1 that does 3 fossils? I don't know, Gen 8 does 4, but, like, Gen 1 does, like, 2 fossils that are, like, a duo, and one that's, like, bigger and badder. One with Aerodactyl. If you do your fossils that way, Megalodon would make a really good, powerful third fossil. Especially if it's an ocean region. Or even, you know what, even if it's like a desert region, but part of the lore is like this used to be an ocean. I really like, not only even when Pokemon does that, but like when a lot of stories do that. But Pokemon specifically, because it allows for Pokemon designs to be in, you know, in places they might not be. I don't know if Pokemon does that a lot. Pokemon did that with Amora, because Kalos isn't particularly icy. And that was cool, but it wasn't the like opposites thing that I'm talking about. But cool thought. Make a goblin shark next region. We'll never see it. Make it. It's really cool. Oh, cool. That would be a cool mono goblin shark Pokemon. It's not a bad thought. Might make a cool Halloween episode. Is that it? Is that all the calling I gotta do? Ah, there's a miss spot on the foot. Alright. Wow, that's way cooler than I thought it would look. I'm really happy with that. Let's go. I might as well save this now as what it should be. Pokepaint Season 2. Starter Megas. Mega Lilucent. Okay. Saved. Good. I'm making a story based on Eldritch Horror. I get a monster. Shithia. Mix it out. Cheetah, African wild dog, and a hyena. Cool. Do I have post-game stuff made? Didn't think a lot about the post game for this region. I mentioned while I was making the region that there would be a lot of post game stuff. Well, hypothetically, obviously, but there would be planned post game stuff for the battle arena, where the one from the Eevee episode. And probably like gym leader rematches. I like gym leader rematches. Those are fun. But yeah, I didn't have a lot particularly planned out for Trapor for like post-game style stuff. Maybe some like backstory stuff for the villain, but that's gonna come out in the final episode, so yeah. Yeah, probably not. Maybe an ant. Cool. You should add more ghost bunnies. Yeah. Is there a mythical for this region? I didn't make a mythical. I realized like super late. I was like, there's usually a mythical. So I have specifically some plan for the next region, but I just Forgot to make a mythical. I wouldn't really have an idea for a mythical mon for anything. I mean, I'm sure I could come up with one, but yeah, I didn't make a mythical, unfortunately. How do Lilucent's eyes look? They are purple and then, yeah, okay. There we go. That's a good look. There we go. Made a Pokemon named Magma Ant Mantle. That's cool. Oh, Magmantle. Ah, that's cool. A Pokemon that is just a jungle tree. Ooh. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe. Maybe I'll do, because I did a retrospective for Coloniar, if you remember those, right before I started this season. So I might do like a post-game retrospective of this. Just a thought. I don't know if it will, but it's definitely an idea I have. Do, 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 do. All right, I'm gonna do the okay, I'm gonna do the underside next. So bone white. So I'm gonna do off from the color that we already have. I don't know, unless I just want to do this. How does this look? Looks a little weird. Let's do bone white. Yeah, that's a good color. Bone white, good idea. Alright, I'm gonna... let's make this background transparent for un momento. Ooh, I'm happy with that. Wow, I usually don't... I mean, I like a lot of the Pokemon that I drop, but I usually don't immediately really like it. I really like this one. Thermal and Magmal. Cool. Thermal, that's cool. Yeah, we have a pretty helpful chat. Yeah, and it's not a dragon type, it's a fire and ghost type. Just because the original is fire and ghost type, but it's made to look like a dragon. Good. I get Pokemon. Yeah, it keeps the ghost. Considered changing the... I actually considered changing the types to the original starter types for their megas. But specifically in Tormarine, that would just mean it would lose the steel type. And I didn't really want to do that. Oop. Am I still watching? Yes, I'm still watching. I am still watching. Oh, those toes gotta be purple, man. This boy's got painted toenails. Let's finish this up first before we go about doing that. I think it's a good look. That was like super cool. Very happy with this. Cool. Kind of perfect music too. Very Johto, Japanese. So, very on theme. Very on theme. How long have we been going for? 2 hours and 15 minutes. By golly. That's a long stream. Some Megas do lose types. You're right. I could have also just kept the steel and been like, because Mega Blastoise looks like it could be a steel type. Who knows? I might change them. They're in a design window that they could go either way. So I wouldn't have to change anything about their designs, really. Alright, nice. Good luck. Let's get those upper claws. Oh, I've got those already. Not these, though. Alright, I think that's a pretty cool look. Yeah. Alright, my water starter is a cyborg landshark. That's cool, dude. That's super cool. Cyborg landshark. Gotta really zoom in here to get this color. The other thing that's interesting when I went and did Tourmaline, and I think I'm gonna see in the shading for this too, is my shading style for Pokemon specifically has evolved since I've done these starters, and makes the Megas look a little weird. Like, not weird enough to be like, oh no, these aren't the same creature, but it's a little noticeable if you're looking. I mean, obviously I haven't done the shading yet, but your fire starter is a snake. Cool. I've seen a lot of cool snake fire starters. I think the Pokemon company needs to get on that, because people have shown it's a cool idea. Alright, let's add in this fire. Yeah, I'm gonna go a little lighter actually, since it's gonna be... Yeah, does this look good? Yeah, that looks good. We're gonna go with like a pale fire to eventually add the purple on too. That's a good thought. I thought about shading this. That would be good. Okay. Hide that away in my head, never to come out again. My grass starter would be a sumo wrestling bunny. That's cool. I love the fire coming out of the mouth. Gives Skeledirge vibes, yeah. The water starter is a caiman. That's cool. I saw a caiman water starter that was like a I think it was like a sailor for some reason, like a striped belly. It was in like a trio that somebody posted like a billion years ago when I was forget what I was doing. I was working on one of these. It was an earlier one though, and that was neat. Grass starter is a ferret. That's cool. A Pharaoh snake fire starter. That's super cool. Is it like does it have like the Pharaoh? What is that? A hat? A crown? You know, things that come down over its ears as like an anaconda head. That could be cool. Oh yeah, that's a good look. Pretty pleased with this one. Pretty pleased. Sort of regretting the fact that I didn't choose Embellion when I did my cards for what Pokemon I would have gotten. It's definitely cool though. The last episode of Pokemon is going to be really story focused, I'm realizing, because got everything that comes after the 8th gym to cover, which is like another rival battle, all of the Elite Four, the champion battle, the final evil team battle, and the legendary battle. It's like a ton of stuff to go over. I hope it's not a super long video, but it might be. Rayquaza is pretty cool. Yeah. I had a friend growing up whose favorite Pokemon was Rayquaza. I had a dream about him last night. Holy cow. He moved away and he lives in Florida. But he visits very occasionally. Seen him like maybe once since elementary school. But yeah, I come to think about it, I had a dream about that guy last night. Huh. Yeah, but his favorite Pokemon was Rayquaza. That's just a weird thing to think about. I completely forgot my dream until that jogged my memory. That's probably a weird thing to say on camera. You had a dream about some dude that you haven't seen since 2019. And before that, like 2011. He's a good guy, though. He's really chill. No, I had a dream about a friend that I used to have that really liked Rayquaza. I don't know what the dream was about, though. I'm just remembering that he was in there for some reason. He was like a childhood friend that moved away when I was 10. But he was also really big into Pokemon. Him and I were like Pokemon buddies back in the day. We actually, now that I think about it, me and this old friend, I'll say his name. His first name was John because it's such a ubiquitous isn't the right word, such a like widespread name. And we have the same name, but John and I made it wasn't supposed to be a Fakemon region back in elementary school, but it was like a catalog of Pokemon-like monsters that were going to be like their own thing. I remember one of them looked like Venonat. There was a couple dinosaur ones. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I have old memories. I have a watermelon applin. I think I've seen that. Did I see your video? Did you make a video? I've seen a video with something like that in it. Or maybe a post somewhere. But I think I've seen a applin, watermelon applin. That'd be cool if that's yours. These spines are also gonna have this fire color, so should probably color them too. Alright, there we go. This ended up being a long process. I sort of expected it to be a long process in getting this one out, but it's definitely a cool, really cool one. Actually, let's color these in a minute. What do I think of Rayquaza? I think it's pretty cool. I think it's badass. I think the was it Mega Rayquaza or Primal Rayquaza, whichever one that is super cool. Definitely one of my more favorite legendaries. I don't usually, when I think about my favorite Pokemon, I don't usually pick legendaries just because I usually don't play with them. There's nothing wrong with playing with legendaries. I mean, they're in the game for a reason, but I just don't like using them. They feel really powerful. And it doesn't feel unearned because you caught them, so that's earned, but I don't know, I just personally don't like it. But as legendaries go, Rayquaza is definitely up there with my favorite of the legendaries. I think my favorite legendary, though, is probably Giratina. No, it's Zekrom. But Giratina was, I mean, the first game I played was Platinum, so Giratina's got a place up there. Giratina, Zekrom, and Kyurem. Pretty badass. They're very, very cool. What are the legendaries? Like, what are you guys' favorite legendaries? Back. I think it would be cool. The Pokemon like Monster Tamer. Maybe I will. I was thinking about that a while ago. We made a little booklet. It was like a 40-page booklet with like all their designs and their lore. And there was probably like, it might not have been a 40-page booklet. It might have been 40 mons. There's 3 mons per page, except for a few. And we didn't get to the end. We got to... I don't know if they evolved. I think they had 2 evolutions instead of 3. Thinking about them. It's a very, very long time ago. That was 3rd grade? 4th grade? Something like that. So that was back before Pokemon Black and White came out. Pretty nutty. I had a realization a while ago. So I have Disney Plus, so I've been watching a lot of Disney, like the old Disney Pixar movies. It's weird calling them old, but they sort of are old. Because I realized that Finding Nemo, which is a movie that I watched recently, is almost the exact age that The Empire Strikes Back was the year I was born. Almost. It's like a 2-year difference, but that's weird because growing up I was like, oh, Empire Strikes Back, old movie, but now is Finding Nemo an old movie? I guess it is, but I don't see it that way. Weird, right? Time, dude. Time. No surprise Rayquaza. I mean, Rayquaza's pretty badass. Arceus, I really like Arceus. There's some people who don't like it. So he looks weird, but I think he's supposed to look weird. What looked weird was, so I really like base form Dialga and Palkia, but they're like, what is it? They're primal forms or whatever, or they're ancient forms. For Legends Arceus. That was weird. Those were weird looking. Origin form, that's what it was. It was origin form. Yeah, their origin forms were bizarre. Yveltal's really cool. I was gonna base some of the look of one of my legendaries off Yveltal, but it's strayed a little further because it's also not a big bird. But there was an aspect of Yveltal that I really liked that I wanted in one of my legendaries that I sort of got, but it was like the arms. I was trying to base a thing off the arms, but it didn't pan out. Big Kieran Black guy. Kieran Black's pretty cool. Zarude. Haha. Zarude's pretty cool. Yeah, the Kyurem forms are super cool. I like regular Ice Kyurem. I think he's really cool looking. He looks like a dinosaur. So that's pretty rad. Looks like a T-Rex ice dragon thing. I mean, well, that's exactly what he is, but it looks like it. So, yeah. Oh, time for all these spines. Knew I'd regret the spines. But they're there. Monkey. Big scary monkey. Pokemon I could keep forgetting about legendary is Kung-Fu. Is Kung-Fu a legendary? I guess he probably is. But he's a little forgettable. He's cute. I like him. I like his like two evolutionary forms, but yeah, he's a bit forgettable. The one Pokemon that I really didn't like, and I know some people like him, but it was a relatively newer one that I still can't like grow to love, is I think his name is Calyrex. Is he the one that rides the horse? Dude, that guy's weird looking. I'm gonna be honest. Huge respect to people who like Calyrex, but gosh, I think he's weird. I really do not like him. I usually don't dislike very many Pokemon designs because I know they're relatively subjective and I can usually find things to like in all of them, but wow, I did not like Calyrex at all. That's just me. Oh no, spider in your room. Mythical is a sub-legendary. Yeah. Head, it's the weird arm things, like the stubs, and then he rides another Pokemon that's sort of not another Pokemon, because can you use that Pokemon on its own? I don't know, it's weird. I didn't finish the DLC for Sword and Shield, I'm not gonna lie. I played through Isle of Armor and watched Olivia play through Crown Tundra. I just didn't do it. I love those games. I think they're really fun games. There's a lot of people that are iffy on them, but I think they're cool games. They're pretty standard Pokemon games. But, yeah. Calyrex is very unbalanced design-wise. Yeah, I think so too. True, it doesn't, like, I didn't know what it was about until I watched, I think, a Birdkeeper Toby video about it. Great channel, too. Love Birdkeeper Toby. He's a cool guy. You know what I liked watching of his videos? I liked his, it's like an hour-long compilation of it or something, but it's like where he made the Tree of Evolutionary Life from Pokemon. That was cool as hell, dude. You can separate him and the horse? The ghost horse. The ghost horse is cool. His horse is rad, but he's just a weird-looking dude. And I say dude because, like, he kind of just looks like a dude. He doesn't even really look like, yeah, he's got a goat face and a big brain, so, like, of course he's a Pokemon, but, like, he stands just like some guy. It's kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I mean, there are Pokemon that stand like humans, like, Machoke's just a guy with a couple of arms. Or Machamp's just a guy with a bunch of arms, but, like, Calyrex is weird. I don't know. Enough dumping on Calyrex, though. I like this. How long have we been streaming? Do I have enough time to... Ooh, 2 hours. Okay. I might not have enough time to finish the shading, but I'm going to start. I'm going to cut myself off at 3 hours, I think. What's my opinion on True Green 7? True Green. Oh yes, there's a Poketuber called True Green. So before I talk about him, I used to work for a company called True Green. It was like a lawn care company in New England. I actually worked for two. I worked for Mainly Grass and True Green. Mainly Grass is really pleasant, but then I went to True Green, and it was not. So I was gonna say hate it, but the Pokemon YouTuber True Green is pretty cool. He does yeah, I've seen some of his videos. I can't think of one specifically, but I know I've seen them. He seems pretty cool. Alright, let's actually, before I shade this, do what I was gonna do and add the purple. How am I gonna do this? So I'll add the white first. So I'm gonna do white down here and purple up here. If that makes any sense at all. And I have an idea of how I'm gonna make it look good. We'll see if that pans out. But for now, why is my eraser still on? There we go. King. True. What's my opinion on the Ultra Beasts? I think they're cool. They never really caught my eye necessarily. I also didn't play the Alola games. I didn't have a 3DS, so I didn't play X and Y, or Oras, or Sun and Moon, or Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but I still saw the Ultra Beasts. They're cool, but they're kind of weird. That's a good thing, though, that they're weird. But I didn't really like them personally, especially at the beginning. I'm more chill on them now. Like, I really like Buzzwole. He's cool. Really like him. But I don't know if I really like any other ones. That, like, I forget the name of it, but it's like, it's the cockroach one that kind of looks like it's trying to be a sexy lady. I mean, it's a weird way to describe it, but it describes it pretty well. Like, that's a pretty cool looking one. But yeah. One of them is the word. That's true. I mean, they are supposed to be weird. They're supposed to be aliens, but like, I mean, I guess aliens always did exist in the Pokemon universe because Deoxys is an alien and Mew sort of an alien because doesn't Mew come from space, or is theorized to come from space rather? Or maybe that's just my headcanon. I don't know if that's right, but yeah, it's a little weird. Pheromosa. Yeah. Smash, I mean. Yeah, Pheromosa is pretty cool. Doesn't Pheromosa... Yeah. Is Pheromosa supposed to be a cockroach? I always thought it was supposed to be a cockroach. Oh yeah, I love LGM and Behem. Love those two. They're really cool. There's some people that don't like them, but I really like them. There's some people who don't like every Pokemon out there. There is a group of people that will hate any Pokemon. I mean, it's not one group of people, but it's, you know what I mean. Yeah. Do I want to reduce the opacity on that? Yeah, that's good. That's good. Alright, good luck, good luck. Alright, time for the purple. Is that good? Is that good? Is it good? Is that good? That looks pretty good. Okay. Alright. Hope this works out. Favorite cannon starter? Good question. So my first starter Pokemon was a Piplup. I got it because I watched the anime like way before I played any of the games, and I thought Dawn's Piplup was really cute. And I didn't evolve mine until way later. Like hers. I actually don't think I evolved my first one at all because I didn't finish the game the first time, but I know I did because a bully at school forced me to evolve my Pokemon. He was a nice guy. Weird bully. But anyways, favorite Pokemon, favorite starter Pokemon. Favorite starter Pokemon. Favorite starter Pokemon. Really like the water ones. I would probably say Oshawott. If Samurott didn't exist, Samurott's cool. It just doesn't look great. When compared to the others, it looks cool on its own, but I just don't like it. How Duat is awesome, and then Samurott just looks really weird in comparison. So, I love Torterra. The Sinnoh starters are awesome, even though I never used an Infernape. I used the other two, and Infernape has a lot of cool stuff about it. So by default, I'd probably say Empoleon. But Torterra is awesome too. Mudkip's great. Like all of them. I don't really think I heavily dislike any of them. Rowlet's really cool. Love Rowlet. I think I still got to say Empoleon though. Empoleon's pretty cool. Don't see a potato man. Oh, Nutcracker's going. All right, see you, Nutcracker man. Oh yeah, you should do a potato Pokemon. You can make like a leprechaun-ish thing. I know I just kind of ratted on a Calyrex, but you can make like a Calyrex style leprechaun Pokemon that's sort of humanoid. Have it be like a mythical. That's a thought. I think that's a pretty cool thought. Okay, there it is. I'm gonna add. Let's see if this looks good. Alright, let's first see how this looks. Let me do this, and then we'll clip this. Hope this works out, because I really don't want to do all this cleaning up manually. There we go! Yeah! Glad that hunch paid off. Well, I think that's pretty badass. Alright, pot of gold Pokemon, that's cool. Top beverage, but you can make like a. Oh, you can make like a cup of a mug of beer, Poltergeist variant. That's a cool thought. It's very Irish. Dragon Diggle and a pit of gold. That'd be cool. That'd be fairly cool. Do we want to do the purple for these? I probably do. Yeah, stream's almost done. Not immediately though. It'll be going for at least 20 more minutes. I mean, it depends on how much. Oh my gosh, it's almost 3 hours. Jeez, yeah, I guess I'm not gonna be able to finish this on stream. That's a shame. I'll get to finishing the colors and then I'll cut myself off for the day. I don't know, maybe I'll start. I don't know. I don't gotta be anywhere till like 5. I'm gonna try to stay. Oh no, did I put these in the wrong layer? Oh no, they're on the right layer. Woo! Whoa, I thought I had screwed that up. Alright. That's what I'm looking for. So, boom. And where's the purple? There's the purple. Wow. It's a really quick way to do that. I don't know why I didn't think about that in the past. Cool. All right. I'm gonna start shading it. I don't know how long I'll make it, but yeah. These ideas, please more. Yeah. Oh yeah. Layer 3 is where I did my line out right. Yep. Layer 2, layer 1, boom. Alright. Oh my gosh, long stream. Alright, I'm gonna try to get out this, the shading. I might be able to do the shading really quick. Depends on how complex it ends up having to be. But I can usually do shading in 20 minutes. Alright, I think I'll extend the stream. Y'all want me to extend the stream? It's up to you guys. I feel like I know the answer, but I'll ask you anyways. Yeah, okay. I thought so. Who'd win, Lilucent or Charizard? Good question. I feel like Charizard's probably a little more powerful, but Lilucent can turn invisible. He'd be pretty tricky to deal with. Just putting that out there. 2, yes, please. Yeah, extend. Alright, we're extending it. I gotta see if I get this done. I'm gonna try to do this in like 20 minutes. We'll see if that works out though.
What are you talking about, Brock? I don't see any beautiful girls.
That's the other thing that I usually try to keep streams under 2 hours, because my computer likes to not be able to deal with these things. Like, it's still recording, right? Okay, it's still capturing, so okay, should be good. It's because sometimes I gotta like go back and delete old stuff because my computer's just jam-packed. Don't have anything backed up, which is probably not a good idea, but yep. A lot of this upper body would most likely be illuminated by the fire, so this would be in shade probably. I think I've been on stream. I've been on stream for like a little over 2 hours, I think, at this point. Love for Pokemon, thank you. If you finish, you show us the Mega Lilucent. I think I'll wait to reveal the turtle until its video, because I also don't know if I'm gonna use the design. I might go back and change it, so I'll wait to reveal the other starters at the start of the next video. But I usually would reveal it. Oh yeah, go ahead. Funny, the turtle. Just the name of the rock. Yes. So I was, and I might do this, but I'm not sure if I'll do this. So I'm gonna pose it as I was considering this for a while. I was considering doing something with that tourmaline similarity for the Mega, but I couldn't figure out a way to do that with avoiding making it look like a rock type, if that makes sense. But yeah, I considered that for a while, because I didn't initially mean for it to sound like a rock, but somebody pointed it out. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool resemblance that I didn't mean to do. Alright, that's good, that's good. Alright, there we go. Yeah. There we go. That's good. You're back. Cool, cool. Since there's so many light points of lighting on this Pokemon, kind of going a little non-traditionally Pokemon with how I'm shading this, but I'm going to try to keep it as proper to the Pokemon style as possible. There we go. There we go. That's a good look. There we go. How'd it land? Good question. Could be fossilized opal. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, I might actually do that because I love this like cool like sheen that I have going on with Lilucent's purple. So yeah, I might try to do that for all the other starters. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see what I do. See ya, brother. The music sounds like I'm listening to it. An empty mall at 3:45 in the morning. It does, doesn't it? I just think of that. I think it's just that specific song, though. I don't know if it'll keep going. I kind of like it like that. That's another thing that I listen to. You know those playlists that are like usually called something really cryptic, but they're like really like calm music. Like there's this playlist that's called "What It Feels Like to Be Alone at 4 a.m." or something, and it's like really relaxing, kind of spooky music. I'll listen to that a lot when I'm drawing. I listen to very like ambiance music when I'm drawing, if that makes any sense. But you saying that, yeah, reminded me of that. Alright, let's take a little bit of shadow out of this side. Yeah, there we go. There's gonna be a lot of highlights on this guy. It's like all the shading I can realistically do. Okay, that didn't take that long. I'm gonna add a second layer of shading just because this guy's got some really dark spots on him that I gotta do. Oh yeah, I gotta do this too. There we go. So an interesting thing about Pokemon shading that I actually see a lot of people don't get right. A lot of people actually screw up at the highlight parts, but I'll talk about that when I get there. But in shading specifically, there are like these shortcuts that the Pokemon Company will take. Like if you see on the crown that I'm doing, these two right here, these two spokes of the crown, I shaded together. When in real life, they would have different angles of shading. But the Pokemon Company tends to, like, if something's like close enough to look good at first glance, they'll usually keep it in. Especially with older designs, because a lot of older designs don't really make sense if you look at them for too long. But that's a thought. That's a thought that I had. Type is it? It is a ghost and fire type. Oh, you know what? Speaking of videos that I'll watch while I'm drawing Pokemon, you know what I'll watch? You know those game theory FNAF videos? Those kind of slap to listen to when you're drawing. There's still a lot of FNAF theories in general while I'm drawing. Pretty great series. Not a fan of the new games, but old ones are classics, in my opinion. Yeah, MapPad's pretty cool. I like him a lot. For some reason, there's like a group of people that really dislike him. I don't really know why though. I think seems like a pretty chill dude. But it's just a theory. A game theory. Alright, that's a good amount of shading, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I gotta do this. Yeah. Alright, there we go. That's a good look. Alright, now I can do the extra shading I want to do. Okay. Oop. Yeah, there we go. Purple guy has sand. Yeah. That's true. I don't really like his most recent timeline. I mean, I like parts of it. I like the middle of video in it, but it was a little weird. I feel like that's true for the whole franchise, though. The whole franchise feels a little rushed. Like, Scott Cawthon put out the first 3 games in like a year, so like, I don't think he had a plan of where he was going. That for all of the inconsistencies that a lot of people get hung up on the games, that's sort of my go-to thought. Because I have my own idea for how the FNAF timeline goes. I think everybody has their own idea, but I just kind of, when there's inconsistencies that are obviously mistakes, I just kind of ignore them. That's my whole way to go about looking at the series, and a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people think that's kind of a cop-out way to look at the timeline, but like, the whole thing cannot make sense. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I look at it. Thank you. Is it going to be Convergent Mon in Trapor? I didn't plan on making any, because that came out really close to the end of when I was doing Trapor. So, yeah. But there might be in the next region that I do. Triple. Yeah. There should be a team maker for Tripora. Dude, I'd love to. I don't really know how I'd go about that. I've been thinking about, honestly, making... Now that you say that, that idea's in my head, making a team maker for my own Pokemon region. But I've also been thinking about making an online map for my History of the Future series. Like, anybody who is a fan of Star Citizen, which I don't know if anybody here is. I think that's a bit... Might be a bit too, like, fandom-wise, but too many leaps away. But they have this online star map that you can go and look at their stars, and it's really, really cool. It's like a whole fantasy thing. It's like a fantasy map for their game. And I wanted to do that for History of the Future to like make it more accessible to people. But I don't really know how to go about that. But I've been thinking about, I don't know, making a site with, like, I don't know, little things like that. Yeah, who knows? I'll figure it out one day, hopefully. I use Krita for my art. Works pretty well usually. Oh, there we go. That's what I was trying to do. There we go. I think that's the last bit of shading I need to do before highlights. And then we're almost done. Then we got a completed mon. Feels good, man. Feels good. There we go. Okay. Where's the thing? There it is. Alright. Now we're going to highlight. Now for highlights, is a similar thing that a lot of people do. A lot of people blend their whites in too much when they do highlights. When the Pokemon company, when they do their own highlights, that's a little too bright. I find when the Pokemon company does their own highlights, they're usually kind of, I don't know if blocky makes sense, but they're not very, generally speaking, they're not very, blended in at all. They're just sort of there. And so I never, except for the first few mons that I did do some blending, but then I realized that was taken away from the Pokemon-esqueness of it. A tip that I have for people who start drawing Pokemon, if they want to get the Sugimori style, is don't blend your shading or your highlights. Put down your shading, and then where it translates over, partially erase part of it, either in a straight line or in sort of like a patchy, like dabbing your stylus down sort of way. It shouldn't look super clean. In my experience, that makes a pretty good one. And also, don't make your shadows too don't make your shadows and highlights too vibrant. I usually put them, if you're working on Krita, I usually put them on a layer that is at 25% opacity for both of them. And that usually works out pretty good. Sometimes I do more and less depending on the mon that I do. You kind of got to play it by ear, but that's what I do. And it works out pretty good. I deserve a trophy. That's for me? Oh my gosh. Thank you. I don't know if that was meant for me, but thank you so much. All right. There we go. Nice. All right. There we go. Ha ha ha. I'm liking how this is turning out. This is pretty cool. I'm excited about this. Yeah, it's for everyone. Oh, cool. Awesome. Yeah, I got pretty, yeah. What can we get for you? I don't know. I think that's just a sticker that somebody submitted. That's pretty exciting, huh? I'm glad you think that I deserve a trophy. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this shading. This is definitely one of my more liked mons that I've done for the Traport region. There we go. There we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is part of the lo-fi music keeps coming out. This is really weird. I mean, I know which episode it's from. I remember the episode, but weird sound clip to use, right? Legends Kyurem has to have the true. Yeah, it's gonna have that at the end. The whole series is gonna kind of build up to it, and it's gonna be the legendary. It's gonna be like the 100% form. I'm really excited to do that. I have no idea how I'm gonna tackle it though. It kind of stresses me out a little bit because that's a huge design, but it's not that hard probably. But yeah, I've been thinking about that for a while. All right, let's do a little more shading down here. Yeah, there we go. Shading specifically, highlights specifically when you're doing Pokemon, you usually want to make very blocky. The shadows can be smoother, like have like a smoother, like double lined transition, if that makes any sense. But you really want your highlights to be in there roughly. Like if you look at my knee, the Pokemon's knee, I'm gonna outline where I generally want it to be shadowed, and then I'm just gonna tap my brush and make it sort of a little uneven. And there you go. That's what I try to go about. But yeah. There we go. All right. Wow, that's a good look. I think that's just about done. Gonna do a few over level highlights at what size 3 brush, and that'll be good. That'll be done. This is a great stream, you guys. This is awesome. Got some good suggestions. I was told my art's better than subjectively, so feel pretty good about that. Because I really like subjectively, so that's a huge compliment. Yeah. Good stream. Good stream. There we go. Okay. Am I gonna want to do this? Oh yeah, I think you're gonna want to do that. Yeah, okay, I think that's a good look. Yeah. Yeah, them too. True Dragon has ability to change its type. Or cool. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about. I don't really know how I'm gonna do the typing for Kyurem's true form, because I have really 4 types to try to represent in there. Is the dragon, the ice, the fire, and the electric. And the thing that I'm thinking about is I think the ice is going to be gone, because the ice, I think, sort of represents the fact that he's an empty husk and he's like almost like a corpse. He's like cold. So the ice is going to be out of there. That was the easiest type to get rid of. I have no idea what I'm going to do for the others, though. I have a theory where I'm going to make it pure dragon, because electric and fire both represent powers that dragons often have. They're like elemental creatures. And my thought process here is that if Kyurem was recombined, he would be pure dragon, because he would have all the aspects of a dragon's power: the fire, the electric, all the elemental stuff. So he might just be pure dragon, but that's just a theory. Okay, theory. But we'll see when I eventually do it. We got a couple of months until I do the 100% Kyurem form. But yeah, this is, let me get rid of the Lilucent on the bottom. This is Mega Lilucent in the flesh. Hope you guys liked it. I definitely thought it was a lot of fun. Electric fire represent plasma, yeah. Oh, they do! That's cool. Huh. Interesting. So maybe I'll do, since plasma's what the sun's made out of, maybe I'll do psychic, because psychic's a very ethereal, spacey type. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But for now, that's going to do it for today's live stream. Holy cow, 3 hours and 20 minutes. A lot of you guys, like, I think watched through the whole thing. That's pretty impressive. I'm going to be honest. But I'm glad you were here with me. That was a really fun stream. This is one of the funner streams. Gosh, 186 total views. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Cool. Alrighty. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll give you like maybe 2 minutes to sort of say goodbyes, because I think these words are going to take like a minute to get out to you anyways. But yeah, that's all. Cool. I'm glad. You thought it was great. Here from the start. Well, so was I. Purple Flames in the Crown. Good on you. Those are really cool. Alright, see ya, Zach. The next video should probably be out, I'm not going to give any promises, but like next Saturday. Because I probably want to redo Tourmaline. I don't know. I'll have to look back at it, because I don't think it's on the level of this, but it might just be the fact that it's a different concept, you know what I mean? And then I got to do Kafraga, so it's going to take a little bit. But it's only 3, so it shouldn't take that long. And then I got to do the Legendaries, so. But yeah, I'm glad you thought the stream was good. Bye-bye Ditto, bye-bye Potato, bye-bye Gray Seal Boy, or Gray Seal Guy. I had a lot of fun too. Alrighty, I think that's all. Hopefully next month I'll be able to do another live stream. Because I really like doing these. It'll probably be something Legends Kyurem related, because the first 2 episodes will be out at the beginning of next month. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff planned. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed it as well. Thanks much. Bye-bye.